And I suppose obviously kind of getting into the Connacht Football Championship, obviously, like more than likely I'd say it'd probably be Mayo in the semi-finals. I mean, unless Leitrim pull off a miracle. So, like how would you fare? How would you think you would fare kind of going into that game?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Last year, obviously, the experience in Castlebar will definitely stand to the team that, there was the kind of a mental block with Mayo for the last maybe even 20 years that we hadn't beaten them in Championship. But yeah, there was real even hype going into that game that was meant to be in May. It was all talk. He was going to be in the hype this year as well, so it'd probably been a huge crowd. I think, last year's win will definitely give Roscommon confidence going into, presuming it is Mayo and they beat Leitrim, it will definitely give them a huge confidence that mental, as I said before, the mental block is gone. And I think it's been talk nearly for 2-3 years in Connacht and across the country that this Mayo team is on the slide in many ways, that they still have the core players are still there. And it is a bit of an aging team. So I think Roscommon, if they bet them 2 years in a row, it really sent out a marker that, yeah, we're probably the next close to Galway in Connacht.
Mm. And do you think Roscommon get overlooked sometimes in many ways? Because I think everyone, like at the start of every Connacht Championship, everyone always has Galway and Mayo down as the front two. But actually, when you look at it, Roscommon have, been Connacht champions twice in the past 3 years.
Yeah, and it's no harm though. I think Roscommon enjoy that. Definitely from the fans, it just takes that bit of pressure off, that no one expects us to win. It's all the pressure's on Mayo, Galway every year. But as you said there, I mean, the last 4 years have been Roscommon Galway finals, 2 titles each. For as much as Mayo have done, they haven't been in the finals since 2015, I think. So they'll be desperate to get back, even just winning Connacht titles again. I mean, obviously the elusive prize for Mayo is the All Ireland, but even just getting back in the rhythm of winning a Connacht title again. But yeah, definitely Roscommon like being the underdogs. It definitely suits them. I don't think we've ever gone into a Connacht final as favourites or anything. Usually big enough outsiders. And I wouldn't say it's disrespectful because Galway and Mayo are two powerhouses, in Connacht and across in terms of the All Ireland stages as well, but it definitely suits us to be underdogs.
Yeah, I think it'll be close definitely against Mayo, all right, because a lot of very good Mayo players in the Mayo Football Championship as well. And I suppose obviously like for yourself, obviously winning Connacht in 2017 and 2019, I'd say there were pretty proud moments as a Roscommon fan, because obviously normally before 2017 they didn't really come around too often.
No, the other one was 2010 and 2001. So yeah, it was a rare sort of thing to happen. And as you can see, probably from afterwards, from pitch invasions and everything, you don't see it too often anywhere else. So it just shows how much it means to Roscommon fans. As I said at the start, the realistic expectation is to win a Connacht title. That is nearly Roscommon's All Ireland. We won't be winning any All Ireland anytime soon, more than likely. So Connacht Championship is huge, and that's why I think keeping the provincials is really important, because they mean so much to the teams in Connacht, and even in Ulster as well. You could name 4 or 5 counties that have realistic expectations that they can win the Ulster Championship. I know Kerry and Dublin have dominated the other two, but to win a Connacht title means so much to the people of Roscommon.
Yeah, and I suppose obviously you could definitely see how much it meant to a lot of the Roscommon fans. I mean, sometimes they say like they should scrap provincial championships and do this and do that, but I think when you see the kind of emotion and the pitch invasions in particular with the Roscommon fans, I think there's more than enough reasons to keep it around. Was the belief there like in 20, even last year and even in 2017, like was the belief always there that maybe you could actually win a Connacht, or did you think maybe we were actually just pinching above our weight a bit here?
Yeah, well, definitely last year the expectation was we just beat Mayo, so the expectation was we were going to go Salt Hill and win last year. 2017 was a bit different. We had it was Kevin McStay's first full year in charge, and obviously we had a really poor league. We just got relegated, and there was a lot of pressure coming from the outside. It's just been the breaking up of the McStay O'Donnell management team. So going into that one, there was more sort of hope than any real expectation. But We always knew that we have talented players and especially talented forwards, and if they all click, that we can pose a threat to anyone. And definitely that day in 2017 in Salt Hill, everything just clicked. You know, Enda Smith was brilliant. You know, the two Merces, Conor Devaney. You know, we have talented players, and that was a brilliant one. And obviously last year, then as I said, we just beat Mayo, so definitely the expectation was a bit higher. But of course, Galway had to be respected. They were still odds-on favourites going into it, but. Again, you know, half time we were down by 5, and they dug in and came back and showed their quality again.